You are a cartographer of the infinite expanse. Your new assignment is a death sentence. A crisp data slate rests in your hands. It contains your orders, your mandate. You must chart the silent veil. This region of space has a perfect record. It has defeated every probe. It has consumed every ship. No expedition has ever returned. Not one. The veil does not simply block sensors. It seems to swallow light and hope itself. Your superiors briefed you in a sterile room. Their faces were grim. They called the veil a void, a patch of absolute nothing. But you know better. Nothing is ever truly empty. The universe does not permit it. This is a place that defies the known laws of star science. For centuries, the great expansion of humanity has stalled. We are a species of explorers. We are driven to see what lies beyond the next hill, beyond the next star. Now, we are penned in by this great, silent mystery. The veil is a wall at the edge of our known galaxy. Other species have tried to breach it. The graceful, crystalline beings of a nearby star system. The silicon life forms from the galactic core. Their fleets, vast and powerful, vanished without a trace. Their names are now just warnings whispered in the void. They became ghost stories told to new pilots. You look at the star charts. They are masterpieces of collective knowledge. They show countless worlds. They detail nebula clouds in stunning detail. Yet, at the edge, there is only a flat, black stain. A region marked unmappable. It is a challenge etched into the very fabric of your being. Your ship, the Wanderer, is the pinnacle of human engineering. It is faster, stronger, and smarter than any vessel before it. But technology is not what the fleet is betting on. They are betting on you. The fleet admirals believe only human intuition can solve this riddle. They think our strange mix of logic and gut feeling is the key. They call it our chaotic spark, a nice way of saying we are unpredictable, even a little bit reckless. The fate of human expansion rests on your shoulders. No pressure, of course. If you succeed, you open the way for countless generations. If you fail, you become another ghost story, another soul lost to the great silence. Humanity will remain trapped. A child staring at a locked door. Your crew is the best of the best, handpicked for this mission. They trust you with their lives. You see it in their eyes, a mix of fear and excitement. The same thing you feel churning in your own stomach. They know the risks. But the call of the unknown is a powerful song. You stand on the bridge of the Wanderer. The command chair feels cold. It feels like a throne built for a ghost. Outside the main viewport, space is familiar. It is a comforting blanket of stars and distant galaxies. But ahead, the veil waits. You have spent years training for this. You have memorized every failed attempt. You have studied every scrap of data. You know the theories. A gravitational anomaly. A pocket of space-time from before the universe began. A weapon left over from an ancient war. But they are all just guesses. Now, it is your turn to face the mystery, to sail into the dark. You are not just a cartographer anymore. You are humanity's last hope, a single explorer carrying the dreams of a species. The weight of it all is immense, but you would not have it any other way. This is the moment you were born for. The ship hums around you, a gentle reminder of the power at your command. The countdown begins. The final checks are complete. All systems are green. The time has come to do the impossible, to chart the unmappable, to give the silence a voice. You take a deep breath. The order is given. The Wanderer moves. It sails toward the edge of everything we know. It heads for the silent veil, Your vessel approaches the perimeter, the line between known space and the great mystery. On the view screen, it looks like a tear in reality, a rip in the starry fabric of the cosmos. Stars near its edge seem to stretch. They warp as if seen through flawed glass. Alarms begin to chime, softly at first, then with growing urgency. Your advanced instruments are failing. The ship's sensors, designed to parse the universe, are giving impossible readings. They are screaming in a language of confusion. The gravitational sensors report infinite density and zero density. At the same time, the temporal scanners are even worse. They claim this region of space exists in the past, the present, and the future, all at once. It is a paradox made real. Your science officer looks at you. Her face is pale. "Commander, this is impossible." She says the words you are thinking. "These readings defy everything we know." You watch the data streams. They are a cascade of nonsense, a digital waterfall of pure chaos. This is why other ships failed. They trusted their instruments. Their logic circuits would have fried, trying to make sense of the senseless. Their automated systems would have crashed, leaving them helpless and blind. The veil is not just empty. It is actively hostile to technology. You order the crew to switch to manual, to rely on their senses, their training. The ship falls quiet. The alarms cease. Now, there is only the low hum of life support and the pounding of your own heart. You peer into the blackness. It is a perfect void, deeper than any color you have ever seen. It feels like it is pulling you in, drawing your thoughts into its depths. The darkness has a texture, a presence. It is not an absence of light. It is something more. The wanderer crosses the boundary. One moment, you are in known space. The next, you are inside the silent veil. Nothing explodes. There is no grand event, just a subtle shift, a feeling of immense pressure. The stars behind you vanish as if a curtain has been drawn. You are now completely cut off. No communications, no long-range sensors, nothing. You are alone in the dark. The ship's chronometer is still running. But you have a strange feeling. Time itself is behaving differently here. Seconds stretch into minutes. Minutes feel like hours. This is the test, the true beginning of the mission. Can you navigate a place that has no landmarks? Can you chart a course through pure impossibility? The technology has failed. The science has failed. Now, only human intuition remains, the chaotic spark they are all counting on. You feel a strange tingle across your skin, a sense of being watched. You scan the empty void. There is nothing to see. But the feeling persists. It grows stronger with every passing moment. You are not alone here. Long-range sensors flicker to life. Just for a moment. They show a ghost image, a phantom on the edge of perception. Your tactical officer leans forward. His eyes are wide. "Commander, did you see that?" The screen is now blank again, just static. But for a second, it showed something. A shape, a presence moving in the void, where nothing is supposed to exist. It was massive, larger than any ship ever built, and it was moving with impossible speed. "Run it back," you command. Your voice is steady, but your heart races. The officer works his console. He isolates the single data frame. The image is blurry, distorted, but it is there, a whisper of a ghost in the machine. The crew gathers around the screen. They stare at the impossible object. It has no clear form. It is more like a shadow, a ripple in the fabric of the veil. Yet, it is undeniably real, a phantom in the static. This changes everything. The veil is not empty. It is inhabited. Something lives in this impossible place. something ancient and powerful. This is not just a region of strange star science. It is a territory, and you have just trespassed. The jokes on the lower deck stop. A new kind of quiet settles over the ship. It is not the silence of awe. It is the silence of fear. The crew looks to you for answers, but you have none. You only have more questions. What was that thing? Is it what destroyed the other expeditions? Your mission was to chart a void, but you are now charting a cage, and you just met the creature that lives inside it. The feeling of being watched intensifies. It is no longer a subtle tingle. It is a heavy weight on your soul. The Phantom knows you are here. You order the ship to hold its position. Running is pointless. There is nowhere to run to. You are inside its world now. You must understand what it is. To chart this place, you must first chart its inhabitant. The static on the sensors seems to change. It feels less random, more structured, as if it is trying to communicate. Or perhaps it is just your imagination, your mind trying to find patterns in the chaos, trying to make sense of the impossible. But the feeling is strong. You are not just an observer here. You are part of the mystery now. The Phantom is aware of you. The question is, what will it do next? Will it attack? Will it ignore you? Or is it as curious about you as you are about it? Suddenly, a new alert. A small, focused signal. Not a Phantom this time. It is a derelict ship, dead ahead, drifting in the silent dark. It is ancient, impossibly old. Its design matches nothing in the databases. It belongs to a lost race, one that vanished long before humanity reached for the stars. This is the first solid object you have found, a piece of wreckage in an endless sea. You order a cautious approach. The Wanderer glides toward the silent vessel. Its hull is scarred and pitted, a testament to a long and lonely journey. It is a tomb ship, a monument to a failed expedition. You send a drone to scan the derelict. Life support is dead. The power core is cold. But there is one last flicker of energy. A single active system. The ship's final log. A desperate message left by a long-dead crew. Your team works for hours to decode it. The language is alien, complex, but the emotions behind it are universal. Fear, desperation, and a terrible, urgent warning. Finally, they break the encryption. The log plays on the main screen. The image is of a creature you have never seen, tall and slender, with large dark eyes. It is the last of its kind. The Elder. Its voice is weak, full of static, but its message is clear. It speaks of a guardian, a slumbering mind that protects the veil. Turn back, the Elder pleads. Its voice echoes across the bridge, a ghost from a forgotten age. This is not a void. It is a sanctuary, a cradle. The architect sleeps here. To wake it is to invite ruin. We thought we could understand. We were arrogant. We were fools. The log shows flashes of their final moments, their ship being torn apart, not by weapons, but by thought itself. The very fabric of their reality unraveling. The architect did not attack them. It simply dreamt, and its dream was their nightmare. The Elder's final words are a desperate, frantic warning. It sings a song of creation, a beautiful, terrible music. We listened too closely. The song erased us. It rewrote our minds, our bodies. We are nothing now, just an echo in the silence. Turn back. Before the song finds you, the log ends. The screen goes black. The bridge is silent. The Elder's warning hangs in the air, a cold and heavy truth. You now know what happened to the other expeditions. They woke the architect. They listened to its song. And they were erased. Protocol is clear. Your duty is to your crew, to your ship. The warning from the past is unambiguous. You should turn back. You should report your findings. You should tell humanity that the silent veil is a forbidden place, that some mysteries are not meant to be solved. But you look at the void outside, the impossible, silent, dark, and you feel a pull, a deep and powerful curiosity. The elder called it arrogance. A human would call it courage, the drive to know, the need to understand, even at great personal risk. Your science officer looks at you. Commander, what are your orders? Her voice is tense. She is waiting for you to make the sane choice, the logical choice, the choice to run. The entire crew is waiting. Their lives are in your hands. You think about the elder's words, a song of creation, not a weapon, not an attack, a song, the phantom you saw on the sensors. Was it a hostile act, or was it simply part of the dream, the architect stirring in its sleep? To turn back now would be to fail the mission. Humanity would remain trapped. The mystery would endure. The veil would continue to claim anyone foolish enough to enter. But to stay is to risk everything, to gamble with the lives of your crew, to bet that you are different from all the others who came before. You make a decision. It goes against every rule. It defies protocol. It embraces the very recklessness the admirals were counting on. We are not leaving, you say. The words feel heavy, final. We are going to listen to the song. A murmur goes through the crew, a mix of shock and something else. Respect, admiration, or maybe they just think you are crazy. But they are soldiers. They follow orders. They begin to reconfigure the ship's sensors, not for scanning, but for listening. This is the ultimate act of human defiance. A lost race gave you a clear warning, a warning born of their own extinction, and you have chosen to ignore it. Because the call of the unknown is stronger than the fear of death. Because you have to know. You are a cartographer. Your job is to map things. But this map will not be of stars or planets. It will be a map of a song, a map of a dream. You are about to chart the mind of a sleeping god. And you know, deep in your bones, that this act will change you forever, or erase you completely. You stand before the main sensor console. The static of the veil fills the screen. It is a chaotic dance of light and shadow. To everyone else, it is noise, meaningless data from a broken reality. But the elder's message changed your perception. It is not noise, it is music. You close your eyes. You try to hear it, not with your ears, but with your mind. You focus on the patterns within the chaos, the ebb and flow of the static, the subtle rhythms hidden beneath the surface. It is like trying to find a melody in a hurricane. Slowly, a structure emerges. It is faint at first, but it is there. A complex symphony played on starlight. The static is the instrument. Gravity is the vibration. It is a song not of sound, but of physics itself. The universe is the orchestra. Your science officer confirms it. Commander, there is a pattern, a repeating sequence of quantum fluctuations. It is incredibly complex, but it is not random. She looks at you with a new sense of wonder. The impossible is becoming real. The gravity song, that is what you call it. It is beautiful and terrifying. It speaks of immense age and power. It is the lullaby of the architect, the dream of a mind that has slumbered for millions of years. Listening to it is like standing on the shore of an infinite ocean. But listening is not enough. To chart this song, you need to understand it. You need to feel it. The ship's sensors are too crude. They can only capture a fraction of the music, an echo of the true performance. You need a more direct connection. There is a way. a procedure that is forbidden, highly dangerous, and completely insane. You can interface the ship's primary sensor array directly with your own mind, a neural link. It would bypass the ship's processors. It would pour the raw data of the veil directly into your consciousness. Your medical officer protests vehemently. Commander, a direct neural interface with an unknown signal of this magnitude? It could shatter your mind. It would be like drinking from a fire hose of pure data. No one has ever survived it. He is right. The risk is immense. The Elders' people were erased by this song. A direct link would be inviting that same fate. But it is the only way. The only way to truly map this place. To understand the heart of the mystery. You give the order. The crew hesitates. This is not just defying protocol. This is defying sanity. But they see the resolve in your eyes. They prepare the interface. A silver circlet humming with power. A throne of immense knowledge and potential doom. You sit in the chair. The medical officer attaches the neural sensors to your temples. He looks at you one last time. There's no turning back from this, Commander. You nod. You are ready. You have to be. Engage the interface, you say. The world dissolves. The bridge, the crew, the ship itself, they all fade away. There is only the song now. It is no longer a faint echo. It is a roaring celestial choir. It fills your mind. It becomes your entire reality. The pain is incredible. A billion streams of data crashing into your consciousness. It is the song of creation. And it is tearing you apart. The universe of the song surrounds you. There are no stars here. No planets. Only raw emotion. Pure feeling given form. You are floating in an ocean of consciousness. The consciousness of the architect. And you realize your old maps are useless here. You cannot chart this place with coordinates, with measurements of distance and mass. You must chart the contours of an ancient feeling. You must map the geography of a dream. This is a new cartography, a science of the soul. You begin to work. You let go of your human perceptions. You allow the song to guide you. You start to map the currents of the architect's mind. There are regions of deep sorrow, vast and cold like empty space. They feel like the memory of a lost love, a grief that spans millennia. There are continents of pure joy, blazing with the light of 1,000 suns. They feel like the moment of a new creation, the birth of a star, the first breath of a new world. They are beautiful and overwhelming. You chart mountains of anger, jagged peaks of rage that scrape against the void. They feel ancient and righteous, the fury of a god against some long-forgotten enemy. A war fought in the dawn of time. You map rivers of peace, gentle streams of tranquility that flow through everything. They are the quiet moments of slumber, the deep and dreamless sleep of an eternal being. This is the true nature of the Silent Veil. It is not a place. It is a mind, a vast and complex consciousness that has been dreaming for eons. The impossible physics are not a flaw in reality. They are the metaphors of a dream. As you work, you feel your own consciousness beginning to change. Your memories, your identity, they are starting to dissolve. The song is rewriting you, just like it rewrote the Elders. You are losing yourself in the map, becoming just another feature in the landscape of the architect's dream. You are charting a new frontier, not of space, but of existence itself. And you understand the warning of the Elder. This knowledge is a fire, and it is consuming you. Your work does not go unnoticed. Deep within the ocean of dreams, something stirs. The act of mapping its mind, of giving it structure, has disturbed its slumber. A vast and ancient intelligence awakens. The architect is aware of you. It feels like the entire universe is opening a single, massive eye. And that eye is focused directly on you. The pressure is immense. It is the feeling of a mountain becoming aware of an ant crawling on its surface. You are a tiny spark of consciousness in the presence of a living galaxy. The architect's attention is not hostile. It is curious. It has not had a visitor in millions of years. It feels your mind, your thoughts, your human spark of chaotic, reckless curiosity. And it is intrigued. A new wave of information flows into you. Not from the song, but directly from the architect. It is not a feeling or an emotion. It is a vision, a direct gift of knowledge. It wants to show you something. It wants you to understand. The architect shows you its work. You are no longer in its mind. You are in its memory. You are witnessing the dawn of creation. Not the creation of the universe, but the creation of galaxies. You see the architect gathering clouds of primordial gas. It shapes them with thought. It molds them with will. It is like a sculptor working with cosmic clay. It ignites the first stars with a touch. It sets them in motion, a celestial dance of gravity and light. You watch as it forges nebulae, painting the void with vibrant colors. It creates worlds with care and precision. Some are barren rocks, others are teeming with the potential for life. Each one is a work of art, a unique expression of its creative power. You see it create black holes, not as weapons, but as anchors, as centers of gravity to hold its creations together. The symphony of the cosmos is its masterpiece, and it has been composing it for longer than your species has existed. This is its purpose, its reason for being. It is not a god, it is an artist, a builder, an architect of realities. The silent veil is its workshop, its sanctuary, a place where it can dream its creations into existence. The vision is beautiful, awe-inspiring, and utterly devastating. The sheer scale of it all is too much for your human mind. The truth is a weight that is crushing you. Your own consciousness, your sense of self, is beginning to unravel. You are a single thought, a fleeting moment of awareness, and you have just seen an eternity of creation. The architect's memories are overriding your own, your name, your past, your life. It is all fading away, becoming insignificant, like a single grain of sand on an infinite beach. You feel yourself dissolving, becoming one with the architect's mind. The cost of knowing this truth is your own existence. You will be erased, not out of malice, but simply because you are too small to contain the greatness you have witnessed. You are on the verge of oblivion, a ghost in the cosmic machine. Your memories are fractured. Your identity is a fading echo. The vastness of the architect's mind is about to consume you completely. You have one last spark of self remaining, one final thought before you are gone forever. You cling to it. A simple human memory, the feeling of sunlight on your face as a child, the smell of rain on dry earth, the sound of a loved one's laughter. It is a small, insignificant thing, a tiny anchor in an infinite storm. But it is yours. You focus all of your remaining will on this single memory. This one, simple thought. It becomes your shield, your anchor in the sea of cosmic consciousness. While the architect's mind is a galaxy of creation, your memory is a single, perfect world. It is the core of your humanity. The immense pressure begins to recede. The memory holds. It is a point of stability in the chaos. Your identity begins to reform around it. Slowly, painfully, you pull yourself back together. You are still you, scarred and changed, but not erased. The architect watches this struggle. It feels your human anchor. It feels the power you have drawn from such a simple thing. It has created stars. It has forged worlds. But it has never encountered a force like this. The stubborn resilience of a single human heart. It is a moment of contact, not of a creator and a lesser being, but of two different kinds of consciousness, the vast and the small, the eternal and the fleeting. And in that moment, there is a sense of mutual respect. The architect understands. It sees that to give you the whole truth would destroy you. But it also sees your courage, your willingness to risk everything for knowledge. It decides to give you a gift, not the full, crushing weight of its memory, but something you can carry, something your species can understand. The vision of creation fades. The direct link to the architect's mind recedes. You are left floating in the quiet dark. The neural interface disengages. The roaring symphony of the veil becomes a gentle hum once more. In your mind, a new map resides. It is not the map of emotions you are trying to create. It is something more, something given. It is a blueprint, a guide to a higher reality, a new way of understanding the universe. It is not a map of places. It is a map of potential. It shows not just where things are, but what they could become. It charts the pathways of creation itself. It shows how to navigate not just space, but the very fabric of possibility. It is the architect's art, translated into a form a human can read. This is the gift of stars, a tool that will allow humanity to become more than just explorers. It will allow them to become creators, to participate in the cosmic song. The architect has not just opened a door, it has given you the key to the entire house. You are back on the bridge of the Wanderer. Your crew is staring at you. You have been in the interface chair for over 72 hours. To you, it was an eternity. You are weak, exhausted, but you are alive, and you have succeeded. Commander? Your first officer asks. Her voice is full of concern. Are you all right? You look at her. You see the faces of your crew, their loyalty, their trust. They are your anchor. They are your humanity. I am fine, you say. Your voice is hoarse. And I have the map. You close your eyes. The new cartography burns brightly in your mind. A lattice of light and possibility. A new chapter for your species. The journey back is a blur. You sleep. You recover. But you are not the same person who entered the veil. You have seen the mind of a creator. You have touched the face of infinity. You are no longer just a cartographer. You are a prophet. You return to Fleet Command not as a hero, but as something more. Something different. You bring with you a map that changes everything. It is not a chart of new stars or new planets for conquest. It is a new Bible for a new age. You present your findings. The admirals are silent. They do not understand the full scope of what you have brought back. But they see the change in you. They see the truth in your eyes. They know that humanity's journey has just begun. Humanity is no longer blind in the dark expanse. You have brought back a light, a guide, a way forward. The silent veil is no longer a barrier. It is a gateway. And you are the one who opened it. Your name will be remembered for all time. The cartographer who went into the silent dark. The one who faced the architect. And the one who returned with the gift of stars. You have given your species a new destiny. You have become a legend.